Welcome. I'm Kim Ross with Kross Farms, and I'm proud to be a fifth-generation farm girl on my family's Centennial Farm near Manville, Alberta. On my farm, I grow vegetables using regenerative methods, which means I don't have to add supplemental water. I have minimal amounts of weeding, and I don't use any chemicals, no insecticides, no herbicides, and not even fertilizers. I simply have no need to. One of the groups that I like to grow on my farm are the brassicas. Brassicas include broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, kale, kohlrabi, radish, and turnip. These plants are closely related to canola, and being on the Canadian prairies, that means canola surrounding my gardens on all sides. I have to take a few extra precautions to be able to grow these chemically free, because any insect or disease that's in the canola is going to be naturally in my garden as well. Now, there are chemicals that take care of the two major pests, which are cabbage moth and flea beetles. However, the chemicals go directly on top of the vegetables, which I don't like. And then the other product, BTK, is a bacteria that actually paralyzes the gut of any leaf-eating caterpillar. It doesn't just affect cabbage moths. Monarchs, for example, are in the same family or class of insects. They also are leaf-eating caterpillars, and BTK can paralyze them as well. So when I was looking for a way to grow these vegetables in my garden and be chemical-free, I turned to the use of insect netting. What's available on the market doesn't necessarily stand up to the high sustained winds that we get here on the Canadian prairies. This product, for example, would rub against the structure that I had built and would tear within just a couple of weeks. Another insect netting is very lightweight. It would tear when we would get a strong windstorm. So I had to turn and do some more digging to find a product that would last me multiple seasons. As I have 11,000 linear feet of growing beds that I can put my brassicas in, I didn't want to have to replace all of that insect netting season after season. I also needed it to be able to stand up to high winds, and what I found was a product by Ag Fabric. I now import this product and resell it in Canada as I'm a distributor. So if you're interested in being able to grow brassicas chemical-free on the Canadian prairies, please check out my website at krossfarm.ca. That's Kross with a K. Now, if you're joining me from YouTube, I encourage you to subscribe so you can see other videos on how to grow your vegetables with no water, minimal amounts of weeding, and no chemicals. If you're a member of my community, stick around. I'm going to show you how I build the hoop houses to go over the brassicas so that we can grow them without any type of chemicals in or necessary to protect them. If you're not a member of my community and would like more information, check out my website, krossfarm.ca. Thanks.